Good evening to all. Uh, Greetings of the day. Uh, as you know that today is a weekend and all the educators are here with us for the accountancy webinar. So as you know that Central Sahodaya School Conclave Kottayam and Council of CBSE Schools of Kerala jointly organizing webinar series for secondary and senior secondary teachers and all other stakeholders of CBSE schools. Today, we are organizing accountancy webinar, and today's our resource person, Sri Prashant ER, PGT Commerce, GR Public School, Trivandrum. On behalf of Central Sahodaya School Conclave Kottayam and Council of CBSE Schools of Kerala and all the participants assembled here, let me welcome Prashant sir to the session. Prashant sir, warm welcome.
Thank you, sir.
As you know that Central Sahodaya Conclave Kottayam and our team leaders consists of our Honorable President, Ms. Marina Sebastian, Principal Life Valley International School, Puduppally Kottayam, and our Honorable Secretary of Sahodaya, Srimati Vinita G. Nair, Principal Alphin Public School, Kanjirappally Kottayam, and our beloved Treasurer of Sahodaya, Central Sahodaya Conclave, Mr. M. Neelakandan, Manager, Sri Shankara Vidyalaya, Vaikam. Welcome all the team leaders and patron, and a special welcome to Neelakandan sir. He is already joined for the session. Sir, please.
Thank you.
As you know that our technical team, Insight E. Insight E is a service provider for the CBSE schools. They are providing accreditation details and their supports, and they are providing teacher assessment, holistic progress card, and different ERP softwares for the CBSE schools. Representing Insight E today with us, the Managing Director of Insight E, Mr. Shuhaib. Welcome, Shuhaib, to the session.
Thank you, Ranjit.
And dear participants, during the session, you can feel to interact with the resource person, use the chat box. And every session, we are providing the e-certification. We are posting Google form for the certification to the chat box. Please fill the Google form for the e-certification. And for the e-certification, we are charging 100 rupees for the processing amount. After the webinar, within 2 days, within 48 hours, you will receive the e-certificate. All the registered participants registered for the e-certificate will get a e-certificate through your registered mail ID. I wish this session will be more interactive, more effective, and informative. Over to you, sir. Now you can take away the session. The floor is open for you. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So, Jane to all my dear friends, you know me very well, and today we want to discuss about a lot of important things. All of you are going through the first sections, no? Maybe for the finishing of portions and also for revisions. Maybe some schools have started model exams also. We are working together for getting the maximum score for accountancy. Today we will discuss maximum regarding the sample question, why and how it is changed from the previous years. And important things we will discuss, sample paper analysis. Already you got some ideas through the media, but we will discuss together what are the changes made, how to face these type of questions in the board exam, and how we can score the maximum through previous year questions analysis also. So first of all, I would like to go through the pattern. What is the change happened for our present sample paper? You know very well, now the number of questions were increased. It was increased from maybe around 28 questions are there previously, now it is increased. So every time after finishing the exam, students are saying that it is too lengthy. Now also the same problem they are going to face. So we have to give maximum practice, and the question pattern also now changed into including maximum objective type questions. Around 20 questions are there. They have to work hard. Normally the objective type MCQ questions will be taking only 1 or 2 minutes, but for accountants it is entirely different. They have to give maximum time, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. They have to take some problems to find the answer for 1 mark questions. So students have to do a lot, and also as we teachers also we have to do a lot of practices. Now almost all of you are finished almost your portions. Maybe some of you are struggling to finish it also on time. But we remaining, if the exam is starting on February, we will get only limited time for practicing and model exam. So we have to keep in mind the pattern CBSE given. It was too late. They given, if they given 3 or 4 months before, we will give the maximum practice as the earlier. And from this, we got what are the areas we have to give the preferences, and you know very well the pattern of questions also. So one by one, I would like to discuss, and from that you can find out what are the chapters we have to give the weightage and how to face these questions in the board exam. You know very well the first question, it is related to the chapter admission of a partner, and their students have to calculate the new ratio. And the confusion behind this question, sometimes the students, the average students, they will take the calculation given in this problem maybe by considering the 1/5 share of the new part. But why they given the goodwill treatment entry? Actually, the answer is behind that. They have to consider the ratio on which the sacrificing ratio on which they shared the amount of goodwill brought by the new partner. So we have to consider that also. In-depth questions are there, application level questions are there. Students have to give maximum practice. Normally from the textbook, we are giving direct questions, but these type of questions also, by changing the values, if you are giving, will get maximum score. So that is the first question. Second question is also a direct question, but assertion reasoning question. Student may be confused, but it is very clear if they learn the theoretical part very clearly regarding the preparation of profit and loss appropriation account. That is the topic, and they will get the maximum score. And the third question, it is related to the chapter issue of share, and also or question is from that issue of debenture. You know very well, one question is related to calculation, another one it is related to theoretical part. Theoretical part, some nowadays we have to give more and more importance, because around 20 mark of the MCQ question, most of the questions are a mixture of theory plus the problem area. So students have to well aware about the theory also. Previously, we will practice maximum 7 to 9 MCQs. Now we have to do maximum. We are also going to discuss what are the time we can take for practicing that type of questions. So in this also, they have to find out the value of premium. They have to consider the premium for finding out the uncalled capital value, and what is the name for the, or they have to learn the different categories of debentures. Normally, we are not giving much importance for that theoretical area. So why? Because it is maximum importance is given for the problem areas. And fourth question also from the chapter accounting for partnership fundamentals, and especially related to the adjustment entry. You know very well the importance of preparing. Now the question is asked for 1 mark. Also, the same is coming in the short answer question type. And fourth or question, it is related to the area interest on loan. You know very well that we have to consider, if nothing is mentioned regarding the percentage, we have to consider the 6%. That type of theory students must know. They have to keep in mind the rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed. So that is very important for calculating the values. And also, you know very well, we can take maximum 3 to 5 minutes for this type of problems. Normally, the allowed time, it will be 1 to 2 minutes. But students, those who are high achievers, they will score very quickly. And the next fifth question, it is related to the chapter, same, accounting for partnership fundamentals. All of you know very well, when we analyze the previous year's chapter questions also, the main weightage, maximum weightage is given. Out of 36 marks, maximum weightage is given for the first chapter, accounting for partnership fundamentals. And here also the question is related to interest on capital. And sixth question, a choice question. There also they mix the area issue of debenture. Students have to find out what is the amount of, here also they have to spend much time for calculating what is the value. Normally the educators also finding difficult to find out the remaining value, like the issue of debenture, maybe what is the redemption value, the amount to be debited or credited in the premium on redemption, loss on issue of debenture, like that. So actually, all these things are giving much importance. We have in the chapter issue of debenture, we have to give more importance for the area that 6 different cases are coming. That area, especially the last 3 cases, we have to give more importance. Definitely the same type of questions will repeat in the board exam also. We have to give maximum practice regarding that area. That means no need to give much importance for the first initial parts. We have to stick on maximum issue of debenture consideration other than cash, and also this type of redemption entries. And they are not asking any direct entry, but they are asking for what is the value of share, value of debenture like that. And so the question is related to issue of share. Now the chapter also, weightage for that chapter also increased. So here they are asking what is the amount of application money we can issue. So answering all these type of questions, we have to read the theoretical part as well as we have to calculate the values, basic problems also. So then next question, it is from the retirement of a partner. There we have to learn the preparation of capital account of the partner. And here also the question is coming from that area, capital account of the retiring partner. We have to learn as a whole the complete capital account as well as separately, because sometimes they will ask for 6 mark or 4 mark the same. Now they given 6 mark question for completing the revaluation and capital account. Maybe there also will give a choice just like that. So we have to practice the same. Then the OR question is also from accounting for partnership fundamentals, and look at that. The rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed is very important. We have to be very well aware about that, and students have to practice the same. If they are well aware, then they can very easily find out how to share the remaining amount of profit, all that. And 9th and 10th question is based on that case based. Here also they have to know, they have to do some calculations. Maximum they can take 5 minutes, and they have to answer 2 questions based on this case study. They have to read minimum 1 minute. They have to give for the reading time, that we can adjust in the very initial stage because they are getting the pool of time. And here they have to find out what is the profit. Based on that, we can calculate. There are also the importance like before charging commission and after charging commissions are very important. Though the area is related to profit and loss appropriation account, but that past adjustments are also coming. So the combination is there, and we have to be very careful while calculating the values of commission. First of all, we have to calculate what is the net profit credited, and based on that only we can find out what is the amount of commission to the partner and what will be the share. You know very well, after adjusting, the second party's commission is calculated based on the commission after adjusting the first partner's commission also. All that things are very critical. We have to think very critically. And another question, it is from the area guarantee of profit to a partner. We have to remember the sequences and also the different cases related to the different types of problems. Normally we are giving practice for the students. And 12th question, it is again related to issue of share. Here the students have to find out the value regarding the remaining number of shares which is not reissued. So normally when we will learn how to write the journal entries, how to prepare the how to calculate the amount of last amount that will be transferred to capital reserve like that. Here they are asking in different way, in indirect way, what will be the uncalled capital, what is the remaining amount of money like that. That type of practice also we have to give. And one theory question is there. Few theory questions are there. Again, that is from issue of share chapter, and it is regarding the amount of premium, how we can utilize securities premium account. Normally, you know very well, the statement of profit and balance and also securities premium balance will be utilized for only limited, like compensating the capital losses. Here also we can find out the answer very easily if students know, because limited usability is there for this item. And another question, 14th question, it is from the area admission of a partner and also related to adjustment of capital. Students have to know very about the different 2 cases of adjustment of capital. Normally, there also we will take maximum 3 to 5 minutes for calculating the value. They have to consider what is the amount of calculating the adjusted amount of capital and how to find out the new partner's capital using the amount of goodwill. So we have to practice a lot for attending that type of question also. And another one is a simple question. Some logics are there, like calculation of interest on drawings. Normally, we will give the practices maximum for calculating the interest on drawings based on the different cases, maybe monthly drawings, quarterly drawings like that. But here they are asking what is the amount of monthly drawings. Amount of interest on drawings is given, and the same area is asked for all question, but there they are asking calculating the interest on drawings. So what it may be, help the students to frame the equation to calculate by considering the missing value as x or like that. Based on that, we can easily calculate the value. Please give the practices based on these type of problems also. And the last question in the MCQ question in the first part, that is from the chapter Dissolution of Partnership Firm, and especially related to realization account. Here also they have to learn how to, first of all, they have to learn how these items are arranged in balance sheet and how we will arrange it in the realization account and how we can find out the loss or gain on realization. So mental imagination is sometimes useful for the high achievers, but the below average students, they will take much time to practice and prepare these two items and to find out the value. And that all regarding the MCQ question from the first part, or another question for 3 marks. You know very well, around 6 questions are there for 3 marks. And one is again from partnership. Dissolution of partnership is the chapter, and here students have to practice. They have to calculate profit up to the date of death. You know very well, normally we are teaching 2 different methods. And here they are asking, most of the time CBSE is asking based on the calculation of profit up to the date of death of a partner based on the concept of sales. And here also, NCERT will never give these type of problems that are available in the Grivel sir or Goel sir's textbook. Same type of problems are there. We have to give practice on that problems also, because first of all, students have to find out the profit ratio and also sales up to the date of death as per the increase or decrease in the sales percentage. And we have to consider the change of that percentage of sales and also profit. If it is increasing, that will be added with the normal profit rate, what we are calculating. And also we have to find out the amount based on that. And you know, we have to remember, students have to keep in mind, we are opening a profit and loss suspense account for adjusting that. And it will be profit and it will be credited in the capital. Based on that, normally they will take around 4 to 5 minutes for calculating these type of areas. So that is one problem 3 mark question. And 18th question is from the area again, accounting for partnership fundamentals. 2 questions are there. One is from the guarantee of profit to a partner, and another one is from adjustment entry. So definitely every year CBSE is asking this adjustment entry problem and with the maximum variations. And first one, it is related to the preparation of profit and loss appropriation account. So you know, my dear friends, every time profit and loss appropriation account is very important area. We can expect a question from that for 1 mark, and also for the preparation of guarantee of profit to a partner. And this time this is also from the same area. And 1 mark question also asked from the same profit and loss appropriation account preparation. So if students are well aware about that logics and things, they can very easily answer. Here also the adjustments are very limited. They have to debit the interest on capital. There also they have to be very careful regarding the opening capital and closing capital, that all things. And regarding the all question, there they have to learn how to write the adjustment entry, and that adjustment entry is only based on that they omitted to record the interest on capital, adjustment regarding the capital before adjusting interest on capital and also after adjusting interest on capital. Very important thing, we have to give the practice from the base problem. So there also they have to draw the formats like working notes, that type of adjustment tables, and also that are also very important regarding the 3 mark question. And another 90th question is from the area of issue of share and debenture. First one, it is regarding the issue of debenture. And you know, there is issue of debenture and share, that is very important. And this is the main area where they are issued at other than consideration, other than cash. And this is 3 mark question, and it is very important. We have to keep in mind what will be the amount if it is a deficit in the credit aspect of a journal entry. What we will do if there is a reduction in the amount when we are finding the total of asset and means debit aspect and credit aspect, the shortages coming in the credit aspect, what we will do. capital reserve, and that are very important regarding these type of cases. And another thing we have to keep in mind, what are the different ways we can reissue the share or debenture when it is issued consideration other than cash, especially like par, premium, and discount. If the students are well aware about the basic aspects, then they can score the full mark in this area also. Only, I think all these two questions are directly asked, and students are very easily, they have to write these two entries only. But they have to be well aware about the calculation and how we, in this first question, the deficit is coming in the debit aspect area. So amount is transferred to goodwill account. And the second problem or question, that deficit is coming, first entry, you can see capital reserve. And whatever may be, we have to give the practice regarding that. And 20th question, that is from the area accounting for partnership fundamentals. And there also, calculation of goodwill is very important, and students have to practice very well, and different methods like average profit method, super profit method, and also that capitalized value of average profit and super profit method. Here one area is there, and also at the same time, we have to give the practice like how to adjust the abnormal loss, abnormal gain, and all that things. Here also the words and statements are very important. In this question also they are given one wrong posting and also one adjusted item, that is traveling expenses. No need to open that account, but it is open, and depreciation account. Depreciation account is, that amount is also not adjusted, but one item is there. Insurance premium is already adjusted. So students have to think very critically while answering all these type of problems. So 4-mark question, maybe they will feel it is very simple. First 3 years, there is no adjustment. Only in the last year, we have to adjust that amount 50,000 and also the amount of depreciation and also the amount of, no need to adjust the amount of insurance premium. Maybe sometimes the students, if they are misunderstood that area, they will adjust that amount, also will bring wrong answers. So we have to keep in mind these type of statements every time. And normally we know very well abnormal profits are deducted and abnormal losses are added, and these type of expenses are always deducted. So keep in mind all that area, and we will find the answer using these type of tables also, and we have to write the journal entry from that calculation. In this problem also, the working notes are very important for the answer. And another one question, it is 21, 4-mark question, and issue of share is the area. Students have to practice a lot for preparing the note to account, and also preparing the extract of balance sheet. Every year CBSE is asking, normally when the weightage is also very less for this chapter, they are used to ask preparation of extract of balance sheet and a note to account. So regarding these type of cases, students have to well aware about the adjustment of calls in arrear and calls in advance in the note to account, and how to record that items in the extract of balance sheet. So that, then only they will get the score. And also how to record the heading, subheading, that are also very important. So based on that only they will get the score. So here also, when we are preparing the same answer, look at the answer they given by CBSE. How to record the authorized capital and how to record the issued capital, and also how to calculate the subscribed and fully paid up or not fully paid up amounts. Normally teachers know very well how to adjust the amount of issued as well as subscribed. If it is given combined, the whole amount, how to adjust. Calls in arrear, it will be deducted. Calls in advance, how to adjust. And also how to record it in the extract of balance sheet. We know very well, but students have to practice as per the order by giving the heading, subheading, and everything. They have to represent the answer. No need to, sometimes they will write simply, just share capital, that is the amount. We have to give the practice every time. If we are giving the basic regarding the preparation of balance sheet of a company, by giving the heading, writing the subheading, what are the different examples coming in that, then students will easily write the balance sheet extract also. And 22nd question is from chapter dissolution of partnership firm, and here they have to write the journal regarding the realization. Normally CBSE, I think before 2 years before, I used to ask like 8-mark problems. There are also sometimes only they asked for preparation of first accounts, but every time they are asking for the writing off of journal entry. Here also in our school, I will give maximum 2 days practice for the preparation of accounts. After that, we'll start from the preparation of journal entry. Directly from the question, they have to write the journal entry, and also different problems we can give for the practice of writing journal entry. That is much important. Definitely, CBSE will ask the same pattern of question from this chapter. We have to. Now we have limited time, so students have to practice based on these weighted areas. So there also, you please keep in mind how to write the entry for the some amounts are settled in full by giving asset, how to write the entry or no need to write the entry. All that type of practices we have to give. If it is a combination of one asset is taken by a creditor for some part of the creditor and what is remaining, and also realization. Very important thing. Now we are getting some updation from CBSE also regarding the preparation of realization account. What we have to think about the fixed asset if the realized value is not given, especially tangible asset and intangible asset. That all updations also we have to keep in mind while answering these type of questions. Normally we will teach accounting for partnership in the initial stages. There we will give maximum preparation of this realization account also based on the old rules. Now CBSE updated with the new changes. We have to keep in mind how to adjust the intangible asset, and also if it is not given, realized value is not given, how to adjust it, and also the tangible asset, if the realized value is not given, how to adjust. Normally students, they will know very well regarding the realized value of liability, if it is given or not given, how to adjust. But we have to give much problems. I think almost textbooks are not updated with that area. So we have to give maximum problems through that also. And these are the 4 entries we have to generate from that problem. Usually they will ask the same. And 23rd question, there starts the 6-mark questions. And you know very well, 5 questions are there for 6 mark and 4 questions are from the first part. And issue of share is the one area. Now they reduce the workload for the students, but they have to do a lot for writing. Normally we can take around 12 minutes for answering these type of questions. But when you go through the answer, there also the students have to answer first 2 entries, combination of whatever may be, because the lump sum amount is collected, and what is the allotment entry, and allotment entry, it is related to adjustment, and how to write the forfeiture entry, and also how to write the reissue entry. And there also, when students are well aware about how to transfer the remaining amount of capital reserve, if the forfeited shares are reissued completely, CBSE will never ask that type of areas. They will ask only part of that share is reissued, that type of questions. Though the workload regarding this area is reduced, mark also reduced, and they have to practice a lot because some complications will be there. Some logical reasoning is needed for answering these type of questions, because here also that are reissued at a discount of 20 per share. So students have to get the practices. When I searched through the internet also, these type of questions are also very limited for practicing. And next question is from chapter issue of shares, and our question for the same area. And here they brought the cases like a forfeiture and reissue. Normally, sometimes CBSE they will ask the complete, like the previous question. Sometimes they will ask a combination of these type of cases. One case will be related to forfeiture, another case will be issue of shares consideration other than cash. Now they bring a choice question. Both the questions are related to forfeiture and reissue of shares, and you have to keep in mind, one will be related to reissued at par, another it will be reissued at premium, and we have to give maximum practices. These type of problems are available maximum in textbooks. We can give maximum practice how to write the forfeiture entry, reissue entry, and the calculation of amounts that will be transferred to capital reserve. So that is the area of our question. Definitely we can get maximum. because students are well aware about the entry. If they are writing the entry, they will get maximum mark. If they are well aware about calculating the values regarding how to be debited the share capital, if there is premium, is there how to record the amount of premium related to the forfeiture, all that things they have to aware. Also, the calculation of amount in capital reserve is also very important. And regarding the another question, is a usual question. Definitely they will ask. Previously they will ask the area admission of a partner and retirement partner as a combination for 8 mark. This time also they brought the same area. 24th question is from admission of a partner. One question, and another is there from the area of retirement. So here also they have brought only few items are there for the preparation of revaluation account, but they have to keep in mind the thing how to adjust the capital at the time of admission of a new partner. They have to practice lot of problem how to adjust the capital as per the new partner, newly admitted partner, or we can say as per the new ratio, or based on the old partner's capital. So they have to prepare a small revaluation account and also have to practice the preparation of capital account. There also normally we will adjust by opening cash account or bank account, and also we are learning a lot like opening current account also. So they are lucky to prepare only these two items, and a small problem is solved, like no need to prepare the balance sheet and no need to tally it. But they have to well aware about the preparation of revaluation, how to adjust the items, and more, every time CBSE is bringing a lot of variance in the statements, additional information. So they have to practice maximum from that area. And our question is from retirement of a partner. There also they have to prepare the revaluation account and capital account. That time also they have to keep in mind how to adjust the amount of retiring partners goodwill, how to calculate the gaining ratio. If it is not given, how to, the new ratio is not given, how to calculate that, and how to adjust the amount of goodwill of the retiring partner, and also the accumulated profit, loss, and reserve. All these things are very important regarding the calculation. And they have to practice maximum from these two areas. Definitely these type of problems you will get in the board exam. Every year CBSE is asking, I think only in the 2018-19 batch, they shifted into writing journal. So they have to practice maximum from that area. Then only they will get the maximum mark. Because we have to give the practice, not only the account preparation, but we have to give the practice of journal entry also. Students should well aware about how to record the journal entry based on, first of all, if it is admission, they have to remember what are the entries related to the capital and goodwill brought by the partner, and also if there is any accumulated reserves available in the reserves, losses available in the balance sheet, all the books of account, how to treat that, and also they have to arrange aware about the treatment of goodwill appearing in the books of the firm, and also they have to aware about the calculation of sacrificing ratio, treatment of the goodwill at the time of admission, all that things. Additionally, they have to remember how to write the journal entry regarding the additional information, increase in asset and decrease in asset, unrecorded asset and unrecorded liability, all that things. Here in retirement also the same they have to remember, but they have to learn particularly what if there is any adjustment regarding the capital, how to write the last entry also. If there is any addition brought in the capital account for adjusting the amounts, how to write the journal entry also, students they have to remember. Then only they will get the maximum score. So same time we have to remember the preparation of account as well as in the journal. Maybe they given the preparation of accounts, not be overconfident. They will, CBSE will ask in different way. Maybe if they are asking for preparation of account in admission, sometimes they will ask for journal entry in the retirement also. So students have to practice maximum from that area. And another question is related to death of a partner. Only in rare cases they are asking for the preparation of executor's act at the time of death of a partner. So only limited information is there. From this we have to prepare the journal entry related to profit and loss suspense. That means the calculation of profit up to the date of death of the partner. And also I think in 2000 17, 18, that times we are giving maximum practice for these things. But after that, when the syllabus some portions are deleted, we are not giving much importance for this area. Now we can face this also. Maybe sometimes they will bring a twist by taking the area from that, because they are giving due weightage. That is why they brought a 6-mark question from the death of a partner also. So there also students have to practice how to find out the remaining amount that will be transferred to the credit side of executor's account. And here some part is given in the form of furniture and the balance is giving in interest. And also you please look at that the period on which, the date on which it is settled. If it is at the end of the financial year, then there will be no problem for the students. Actually, this type of problems are also creating a lot of workload for the students. They have to get maximum practice on these type of problems. Then only they can very quickly answer all these things. So keep in mind all these things and give the maximum practice for preparing this executor's account as well as the partner's loan account. And this question, it is related to issue of debenture, the 26th question. I think it is the last question in this part A. Yes. Their students have to learn how and look at the area. Here they have to prepare. Normally we are giving early limited weightage for this area. Every time they will ask that 6 different cases for the redemption, issue and redemption of debenture. This time that area also very important. And look at the practice what we have to give. How to write the entries related to interest on debenture. And also please give maximum practice for the last areas in debenture, especially issue of debenture consideration other than cash, and also how to write off the interest or loss on issue of debenture. All that things are very, very important this time because the weightage is very much increased in these two areas, partnership as well as in the accounts related to companies. So in this problem, they have to write the entry first related to the issue and redemption. From that, they can identify what is the amount of interest, loss or discount that may be erased. And based on that only, we have to write the journal entry. And please remember, here it is given only the statement of profit and loss amount. And normally, if there is any securities premium reserve also available, only 2 sources are there for writing off that type of losses. That also we have to teach them what are the priorities we have to give for writing off of that amount. And based on the problem only, we have to answer that. Writing entry is very important because if we are teachers, will give mark for writing entry. There will be a less reduction in mark for the non-writing of amounts. So please give practice in this chapter from the last areas like issue of debenture consideration other than cash. Especially, they totally missed the area collateral security. Usually, they are asking that area also as a choice question. And here they are asking writing entries related to loss on issue, its issue, and also preparation of that account, small account. So they have to give maximum practice. Usually, CBSE have to give 8 marks for these answers, but they are asking only for 6 marks. So that all are from the first part where we have to practice maximum to score 60. And remaining part, here also a lot of changes happen. Actually, very simple areas they deleted. Very, very simple areas like preparation of that comparative statement and common size statement. Usually when they write the format as well as write noting some amounts, we will give maximum marks. But now that simple areas are reduced and maximum weightage is given for the accounting for ratio analysis. And please remember and the calculation of ratios and also the additional ratios brought by CBSE. Actually, as per the deletion of some portions, they have to reduce the number of calculations, number of ratios also. Because usually they will ask only by concentrating in some areas. This time, whatever may be the new ratios they introduced, they brought in the sample paper also. So please keep in mind, as well as going through the first question in the part B. First question, it is from the or question, it is from financial statement, very important area. This sample paper shows we will get 4 marks. 4 marks, usually they will ask for 4 marks. Now also 4 mark question is there, one mark and another 3 mark question is there. And 1 mark question directly from that, we can directly give the answer by reading the complete theory part of that chapter. Each word is very important. By taking that postulates they asked before that, normally we will give maximum experience for the preparation and recording headings, subheadings in the balance sheet and statement of profit and loss. But all the theory parts are very important nowadays. Second question, it is from the ratio. There also they taken the first category, liquid ratio. Normally they will avoid all these type of areas, but this time they got the opportunity to add maximum 4 objective type MCQ questions. They brought the importance for these liquid ratios. So based on that, we have to answer. And second question, that is from usually CBSE is asking 3-mark question in relation to repeatedly they are asked some years interest coverage ratio, inventory turnover ratio, that area. Here, second 1-mark question is from interest coverage ratio. So students well aware about the calculation of net profit before interest and tax. There also they will take minimum 3 to 5 minutes for calculating the value. That they have to well aware about. Here also net profit after tax is given. Usually CBSE have to give 3 marks, but they are asked for 1 mark. How to bring back the amount of net profit before tax, also before interest and tax. If they well aware, they can finish within 3 or 4 minutes. So that is the thing. And second area, definitely there will be an 8-mark question. Total 8-mark question will be there from cash flow statement. Here also they brought same pattern in this sample question paper. Cash flow statement, they asked the questions. 1-mark question is there. There also students have to well aware about the items to be recorded in operating activity, investing activity, and financing activity. Here also this 1-mark question is related to operating activity, how to adjust the extraordinary items related to the preparation of cash flow. Another question is also from that, choice question is also from that cash flow statement. If students are well aware about the recording of items related to this, that non-operating expenses and incomes and all that things, this question is also answerable, but a little bit more understanding is needed for answering. Directly it is not possible. And also they have to spend minimum 2 to 3 minutes to read the statements again and again, because values are there that we have to compare. And another 1-mark question. So 2 1-mark questions are there from cash flow. Here also the calculation is very much needed. You just look at that. They have to prepare the account. Then only we can find out the value regarding the amount to be noted regarding the investing activity area. So that also from cash flow statement area. And this is the normal question they are asking regarding the writing of heading and subheading as per the Schedule 3 of the Companies Act. Give maximum practice. Maximum, because directly we can give answer for these type of questions, because we students, they are well aware about that, and only limited items are there. Limited items are there, and we will get maximum exposure from the textbook regarding each and every item. Maybe the lengthy items also they are available in the textbook. They have to practice very well and keep in mind as a mind map what are the items in equity and liability, what are the items in assets. So that is the thing. And another question, look at that. CBSE now they are getting maximum weightage, giving maximum weightage for the accounting ratio also. Normally there will be 1 4-mark question in the previous years. 1 4-mark question will be there. Sometimes it will be a choice question for calculating ratio. Now they are getting a lot of opportunity, and they are asked for another 3-mark limitation. Usually there will be no theory question from this area, but they are asking based on the cross-sectional analysis and time series analysis there. So they are taking one area and identifying limitation. If the students are well aware about the theory part, based on this experience also, I given maximum exposure regarding that theory areas. Because usually we will give maximum practice or problems. Nowadays we have to give maximum practice or theory area also. So we can expect that type of questions. Maybe this may be also changed into another comparison also. Maybe some 3 or 4 cases will be there. If anything is increased, what will be the change happen? That type of questions also they asked in the previous years. And 4-mark question, choice question. Look at the question what they asked. What are maybe the new ratios they introduced? That is the debt to capital employed ratio, calculation of that. And in the first one, they asked to calculate a return on investment, ROI, you know very well. And the another one, it is net asset turnover ratio. That also a new ratio we have to keep in mind, the 3. that gives the indication that we have to give the practice for the new ratio as well as the old. They increase the number of ratios. Again, 3 ratios they included. Actually, there is no need of including all that things because around 15 ratios are there. Usually, students are taking much time for learning the equations and all that things. But at least they have to reduce the portion by reducing that unimportant areas. And the last one, it is from the cash flow statement. Look at the variation, how they brought this question. Usually they will ask previous 3 years before they asked for the preparation of statement. And last 2 years they asked for the preparation of sub-segments of cash flow statement only. Sometimes they give operating activity amount and they will ask for the preparation of remaining. But now they brought the change. Lot of informations are there. Reading this will take maximum. I think for reading accountancy question paper, students they have to get maximum 30. Then only they can very easily practice and give the full. They can collect the full score in the 3 hours. So from this question, they asked some sub questions. Just look at that. How they can calculate the amount of net profit. How they can find out the operating profit before working capital changes. So students have to practice very well. Through the cash flow statement as well as shortcuts, they have to learn what are the items we have to consider, and as a sequence they have to prepare it. Sometimes if we are preparing the total cash flow statement, then they are able to answer these type of questions. So whatever may be, there is one new item is normally students will give the answer for the last question, cash and cash equivalents. Directly the amounts which is given in the question, the current year and previous year amount is there, they will take the amount. They will not consider the investment in marketable security. Sometimes they will misunderstood that will be a non-current investment. So give the maximum theoretical experience regarding these type of adjustments also. Then only they will get the maximum score from this area. So please give the practice based on these things and try to get the maximum score. Definitely, we have a good workload because a lot of students are coming in the below average level. Passing them is a very big task for us, and giving maximum experience. You know very well, a lot of students will choose commerce only. They not want to do the mathematical calculation. But only after getting the experience from accountancy, they will know what is the importance of basic calculation. Teaching them is a very big job. And you know very well, the weightage for all these chapters is sometimes there will be variations. They're given as per the syllabus, it is just like this, but there will be variation. And you know very well what is the variation happened, change happened for the different areas. Accounting for partnership, last year it is 32, now it is increased. Accounting for companies also it is increased because one chapter is totally deleted and some portions also deleted. That is a very good decision from the part of CBSE. And there is no much change in the weightage for part B. But you have to remember, weightage for the cash flow statement is still the same. And weightage for the accounting ratio, now it is increased. We have to give maximum practice for answering the MCQ questions. Like if there is an increase or decrease in some item, what will be the change happened for the ratio? And also sometimes they will ask not for calculating ratio, maybe for finding some missing item in the question. So we have to give maximum practice for the ratio. And you know very well that all are very important for the project section also. And this is the pattern of question they are asking. 20 questions will be there for 1 mark, and 6 questions will be there for 3 mark, and 3 questions. Now the weightage is normally 4 mark questions are maximum will be there in the paper, but now it is reduced, and 6 mark questions will be there for 5. And we have to give the maximum practice. And this is only my assumption based on some experience. And look at that. Normally we can give 1 to 3 minutes for 1 mark question. But if you also practice the sample question paper, when we work out in the home itself, we will take much time for answering some 1 mark question. We will take minimum 5 minutes for answering questions to calculate the values. Maybe that type of questions which need the preparation of balance sheet and also the realization account for calculating. So the students have to practice and have to adjust. And 3 mark questions, number of questions are there more, and they can take maximum 5 to 8 minutes. And 4-mark questions, they can take 8 to 10 minutes for finishing. And also 6-mark question, usually we will give the instruction like that. 8-mark questions need 15 minutes time. But if the students are not aware, if they are losing any logic, they will stuck on there and will take maximum. But finishing the accounts like revaluation and the capital account, they can finish within 10 minutes. But writing of entries related to redemption or share, that will take much time. And also the calculation and preparation of that retiring partners or deceased partners account, maybe that retiring partners account or the loan account, that will take more than. So this is the tentative time schedule that we can give for the students. Any suggestions, any change needed, you please comment in the chat box. And now I would like to share some experience, what I had analyzed the previous some years. I think I had done it only in the 2017 or 2019 or 20. After that, I didn't touch this area. But you please remember, very important area, accounting for partnership and fundamentals, how they asked the questions. Especially, they are asking maximum questions in that area. If we are analyzing this sample paper also, maximum weightage in partnership, maximum weightage is given for that areas, especially the calculation of interest on capital, interest on drawings, rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed, and also adjustment entries repeatedly. 2 times they ask questions from the same area. So we have to practice maximum. And another it is admission of a partner. Now we can, this is the 8-mark questions are in the last time. Now we will get definitely objective MC questions as well as 6-mark questions surely. And regarding the next retirement also almost same, the same type of questions they are asking. For 6 marks definitely we will get on question. And now the weightage is to some extent it is reduced. But they brought death of a partner executor's account. That is an important change. We have to practice more. Dissolution, objective questions are there, and also practice maximum for writing journal entry. And regarding accounting for financial statement is there. Yes, share capital is there. Share capital, very important area. Now the weightage is much increased. Definitely we have to give practice for the same sample type question in the sample paper, and also for issue of share consideration other than cash. And also from the debenture, definitely one 6-mark question will be there, especially regarding the different cases of redemption, or maybe from the issue of debenture consideration other than cash. They have to very thoroughly learn the entries, the 6 different cases, especially the last 3. Now the financial statements, maybe the first part only you have to take, on objective question is there, and 3-mark question is there. Definitely we will get the same pattern. And accounting ratios, definitely we will get maximum. Look at that. Previous yearly there will be 4-mark questions will be there. When they brought the changes, there will be on 3 and on 4-mark question will be there. Combination choice questions is there. But usually the CBSE is still following the same pattern. One objective question, 2 objective questions, and not 6-mark question for the cash flow. So next time when we prepare maybe some webinar is there, I will definitely add the previous year questions, how they asked in the board exam. And regarding some last moment points, these are only my guess. What we have to do in the last moments, we have to give the maximum practices based on only sample paper. And also we have to bring maximum exposure for the slow bloomers, especially they are below average. We have to get the maximum score for them. We have to keep in mind every time when we are evaluating the purpose, there will be a lot of shortcomings from the part of students. Some of these students will write or draw the formats very correctly and properly. Some will, in some paper, they will draw the formats only, they will know, never write any item, single item. So we have to give the practice how to find out and draw the format, and how to find out the items to be noted in the debit or credit of different accounts. And for high achievers, we can give maximum hot questions, because almost all questions are hot in the sample paper also. So in order to speed up, as per your time schedule, you please plan and give a maximum worksheet to speed up the calculation. And maximum importance we have to give for the development of formats, and also for the keeping in mind, recalling of the formulas, especially now the formulas are increased. And the previous year question paper analysis is very important, and they have to practice, at least they have to read the questions. And we have to give maximum confidence. And also that must be developed through attending each and every question. Previous toppers answer sheets are available in CBSE website also. Give them also to get an awareness regarding how to write and represent the answers in the paper. And give maximum individualized instruction, remedial teaching, all of the teachers are giving around the world, and also give the maximum materials. Nowadays, it is not a shortcoming. We will get maximum materials from the KV department or from different authors of books that also we can utilize. Moving to the last section, how to write the answers. Normally, students, they didn't know how to represent the working notes and how to present the answer very well. Usually, in the sample paper also, there are a lot of working notes needed for finding the answers for the 1 mark question. Please give the instruction how to write all these working notes, if it is important or not important. And solving the problem is very important, how to draw the formats. Normally, when we are preparing the revaluation and realization account, it will be changed into different sides. Maybe the answer will be evaluated by the teacher in some psychological, based on some psychological factors. Maybe we are also will give the mark, but they have to aware about that, how to draw the format also. And writing journal entry, there also they have to keep in mind how to write the entries, and also writing narration. Though narration is not much important, that also the practice needed area. Why? Because people are individually different who are evaluating. Then every time they have to recheck the answer before finalizing that is the right answer. And also they have to keep every time that type of practices they have to keep in mind. Separate sheet for additional calculations they have to keep in mind. And all other points are very well. And these are the things I have to discuss regarding the area. I think I had taken much time regarding you. I would like to thank you all for your patient listening. Now we can discuss something, and I'm not a resource person. I would like to get something from you all also, because we all are individually different, experienced more than me also. Kindly share any suggestions and any improvements what we have to bring to get what maximum score for our students. I would like to say one more thing. Those who are participated today, I would like to share one link of a sample paper. I had collected several questions from the KV materials or from others' books, and prepared on sample paper with the solution. I would like to share the link also. Definitely, I will at the end of this section, I will share the link in the chat box. Sir?
Yeah, actually, participants can ask their queries to Prashant sir, so that will give more interaction and it will be get benefited to both the sides. So any type of questions regarding question paper or any other matters related with accountancy, they can ask the question. Sir, I think nobody have any doubts regarding this. So we will do one thing. Let any participants will say a vote of thanks, because you have listened all the session. So I think it will be better if a participant will come forward and say a vote of thanks to Prashant sir. So who will be doing it? So we should know, right, how far it is reached to there. You agree with me, sir?
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir. Somebody is asking about the project. Usually we are, yes, ma'am.
Sir, explain about the preparation of project.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. This time we have to practice the same what we have done for the 2019 and 20. In our school also we are practicing like that. First of all, it will be a comprehensive project. Usually what we have done, preparing journal entries, ledger, up to the array analysis also we can bring. Second part we can take from that accounting ratio. Also, a segment analysis also we can consider, because that also related to calculation of ratios. And third, we can take from the cash flow statement, and no need to consider the comparative and common size statement. Usually what we are doing that we can do. Accounting ratio, there also we can from 5 to 8 ratios we can calculate based on the balance sheet what we are taking. And also we can practice the same balance sheet for the preparation of cash flow statement. So one comprehensive project, one specific project, and another specific project. So two projects are there, specific and one comprehensive. Because there is no proper clarification from the part of CSCK. They are giving the direction like that. We have to follow the guidelines. Usually, the seminars what I have attended, experts also telling like that. We have to follow the same pattern what we have done in the previous years before. I had also uploaded that type of projects what we have done in my YouTube channel also. You can see the link. I had shared on link in the chat box on a Google Drive link. Word format is given for the question. Almost question, maybe those who are following reverse are familiar. Only few questions are taken from others. All other questions are taken from the materials collected from different groups. Same type of questions are taken, same pattern of same topic questions are taken as CBSE given in the sample paper. So any difficulty to open that file, kindly contact me through the WhatsApp also. Definitely I will share.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
So,
Sir, students have to select any one company according to the balance sheet of that company. They have to do the ratio and cash flow. Am I right, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So
No.
only one company is enough, sir?
Yes, ma'am. That is enough. If they are providing the data, if they are publishing their balance sheet, that will be very good experience for the students. One company is enough, ma'am. And one balance sheet is enough for calculating ratio as well as the preparation of cash flow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, we missed half of your sessions. We were about traveling and we couldn't get the network access. So, is there any recorded videos that you all can send us?
Yes, sir. The same video is available in the YouTube channel also. We are recording. I think our team will share the link in group also, in this chat box also. Then you can watch it.
okay, shared in the chat box. Already shared.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, can you please share the model question paper for project accountancy?
Ma'am, usually there is two different opinions there. Usually we are giving the direct questions for students. One question, maybe 12 mark is there, 6-mark question maybe from accounting ratio and another 6-mark cash flow. But CBSE is giving the pattern, application level questions they are asking. You can contact me personally also. They are asking for application level question, but there is no direct use for that. Normally, almost 80 to 90% teachers, they are giving the practice. Direct questions are given. Maybe sometimes they will, right? That will be very useful for their board exam also. So I think better we can give that type of practices, right, ma'am? Application is there is no need in the board exam.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
If the doubts are cleared, can we wind up the session with all your permission? Okay, let me thanks to our resource person Prashant sir. On behalf of Central Saudi Conclave Kottayam, I extended my gratitude to all the participants and resource person. Thank you so much for your support. Already we have shared the link for e-certification. So I wish even on the holiday, everyone has tried to attend the session. So we are very happy for that. Already the YouTube link is already shared in the chat box. If any of your co-teachers are missed, they can watch and get the session, all the details. So thank you so much in behalf of CCSK Kottayam. Thank you to Ranjit sir. Thank you Marina Sebastian madam. Thank you Vinida madam. And thank you Prashant sir. Thank you all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you, dear.